Assalamualaikum and hello dear students, this is me Aksa from Ikra Science Academy. I am here to teach you mathematics of science group of 9th class. Today it will be our first lecture, so I hope you will enjoy your lesson and learn a lot with me inshallah. So in our first lecture we will start from the first unit about matrix and determinants. Now, by not wasting our time, let's start our first lesson, that is totally about matrix. It includes what is a matrix, order of a matrix, equal matrix, then we will move towards exercise number 1.1. By completing this, we will take a review of today's lecture. So let's start from what is a matrix. Actually, the matrix is start from what is a matrix. That is a rectangular array or collection of numbers like 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Enclosed in square brackets. For example, when we have some numbers in rectangular form, in the form of 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 7 that are enclosed in a rectangular form, this is said to be as matrix. So we have learnt what is a matrix. From the book, we have a definition of this matrix. It's a rectangular array or a formation of a collection of real numbers in the form of that enclosed bracket formation. So this is we have a matrices. Now in the matrix, two things need to be very clear. The first is rows, the second is column. As we have learned that a matrix is in the form of 1 2 3 0 5 7. So in this matrix, this horizontal presentation is called rows, and this vertical representation is called columns. So we have rows and columns that make a matrix. After that, we will talk about order of the matrix. So, in order of a matrix, as we have discussed that in a matrix it contains rows and columns. So when we discuss about matrix 1 2 3 0 5 7, it means this matrix has row and columns. So according to this, we can check that 1 2 3, this matrix contains 3 columns, and 1 2, this matrix contains 2 rows. So according to the rule, the order of a matrix is known by m by n. So according to this rule, we have 2 rows and 3 columns, which means m denotes 2 rows and n denotes 2 columns, means m rows and n columns. So according to the formula, we have learned that this matrix has 2 by 3 order. So this is called order of the matrix. After this, we said we will learn about equal matrix. So what is equal matrix? Equal matrices means 2 matrices are said to be equal if they complete 2 important conditions. If they fill 2 important conditions, 1 2. The first is order of 2 matrices are equal. Equal होने चाहिए. Order of 2 matrices are equal. The second is their entries are equal. So, for example, if we have 2 matrices, A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is 1, 2, minus 3, minus 4. So we will check either these two matrices are completing or fulfilling these two conditions or not. If they are fulfilling these two conditions, it means these two matrices are equal. Otherwise, the both matrices are said to be not equal to each other. So let's have a look. Let's check it. Either they are completing, fulfilling their conditions or not. According to our first rule, order of two matrices. The order of A is 1 and 2. Two rows and columns which means M by N, 2 by 2. So if we check the B, it also has 2 rows and 2 columns, means two rows, 2 columns, 2 by 2. It means the first condition is done for these two matrices. Now we will check either the second condition is completing or not. So we have A 1, 2, 3, 4. B is 1, 2, minus 3, minus 4. If we consider these two matrices and check the entries of these two matrices, we will notice that A has entry 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, minus 3, which is not equal, 4, minus 4, which is not equal, which means the second condition is not done for this. So we can see that A is not equal to B. A is not equal to B. So here we have done with equal matrix. The second point we will talk about exercise. So now let's move to the exercise of 1.1. In this exercise, we have three main questions. The first question is find the order of the following matrices, so which we already have learned, and this is going to be very easy to solve now. So let's start with our first question. For example, if we do this part of question number 1, that is G is equal to 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4 and 5. So we have to know about the order of this matrix. So students, let's start with the rows and columns. Check the rows. How many rows this matrix have? These are 1, 2, 3. So how many rows it contains? That are 3. 3 rows means M. Now again, if we check how many columns it contains, then we will notice it has 1, 2, 3. So how many columns it contains? It is 3. Yes, right. It is 3 columns means M. Now according to the formula which we have already learned, that is M by N. So according to this, the answer will be 3 by 3. So its order is 3 by 3. We have done with this question. Now let's move to the second question. That is which of the following matrices are equal? So we have to check either these matrices are equal to each other or not. Which matrix is equal to which matrix? So if you check this, like first part of this question is A is equal to 3, B 3 5, 5 2. So we just have to search a matrix that is totally equal to the matrix A. So if we consider this part A, that is A is equal to 3, we will check and notice that this column, this matrix has only one row and one column. So we have to search the same matrix that contains one row and one column. The second matrix is B is equals to 3, 5, which contains 2 elements, 2 entries. The same as C is equals to 5 minus 2. If we said C is equals to 5 minus 2, which means these are not 2 entries. We have to minus this and then check either it is the same column, same matrix like A or not. So by subtracting this, it will be like C is equals to 5 minus 2, that is 3. So according to the rule that we have learned in our back steps, we have learned that for order of a matrix, for equal matrix, we have these two conditions to be fulfilled. So the first is order of a matrix must be same and their entries must be equal. So according to this rule, column matrix A is equal to matrix C because these both have same order and equal entries. So this A is equal to matrix C. Similarly, we will check the remaining part of this question and find that which matrix is equal to which matrix. So this will be done by you, inshallah. I hope you will done it very clearly and easily. Let's move to the third part, third question of this exercise, that is to find the value of A, B, C and D which satisfy the matrix equation. So now let's move to the next question. It is a bit tricky, so let's put the question onto the page. A plus C, C minus 1, A plus 2B, 4D minus 6 is equal to 0, 3 minus 7 and 2D. We just simply have to find the values. I hope you students could easily see this little pin pointer. I guess I should use this one to be very clear for you that you could see it easily. So we have to find the value of A, B, C and D. Okay students, let's start this question. Solution of this question is there. As we have learned about the equal matrix, so according to the equal matrix, we will consider this question according to that by joining or by matching this according to one entry to the second entry. Like we will put A plus C is equal to 0. Again A plus 2B is equals to minus 7. We have to be equal these entries with their corresponding entries on the other hand. So by doing this, A plus C according to their corresponding entry will be equal to 0, and then A plus 2B is equal to their corresponding entry minus 7, and then C minus 1 is equal to B 3. Again 4D minus 6 is equal to 2D. Now we have equation 1, equation number 2, same equation number 3 and equation number 4. So if we start from the simplest equation, that is third equation, which is this one. We will pick this C minus 1 is equals to 3 and find the value of C. According to this, we will get C is equal to 3 plus 1, that will be C is equals to 4. So we get the value of C from this equation. Okay. Now again from the same equation, if we check the second simplest equation, that is I guess equation number 1, which has C value in it. If we put the value of C, in this, that is A plus C is equals to 0, according to C is equals to 4, A plus, by putting the value of C in this equation, 4 is equals to 0, we will get a is equals to this plus 4 will become minus 4 when it go other side of this equal. It becomes a is equals to minus 4. So we get the value of a. So we have found the value of a and c. Let's move to other values. Now if we consider the equation number 2, that is a plus 2b is equals to minus 7. A plus 2b is equals to minus 7. By putting, we have a from this previous step, by putting the value of a is equals to minus 4, we get a plus 2b is equals to minus 7, minus 4 plus 2b is equals to minus 7. So by equating this, we will get the value of b minus 7. This minus 4 will become plus 4. So b is equals to minus 7 plus 4 minus 3. b is equals to minus 3 over 2. So we get the value of b also. Now we have found the value of a, b and c. The last one, that is of d. Now we will check which equation we have to be considered for this. This, I think it will be done with this formula, this equation, that is 4d minus 6 is equal to 2d. No, I don't think so. Why? Because no, we can check, we can get this value. This obviously. Why? Because it have d value in it. We will combine these two d's at one place and then get the value of d easily with this. So 4d minus 6 is equals to 2d. If we combine these two d values in one place, it will become 4d. This 2d is plus over here. When we take this value to the other hand of this equal sign, it will become 2d. So 4d minus 2d is equals to 6, because when we consider this over here, we'll have to be consider this over the other hand of this value, this equation. Now 4d minus 2d is equals to 2d is equals to c. Now 2d is equals to c, 6. d is equals to 6. This 2 that is multiplying with d become division of this. So if we cut this value 2 by 6 by 2, it will become 3. d is equal to 3. Now we have found all the values that are a is equal to minus 4, b is equals to minus 3 over 2, c is equals to 4, and d is equals to 3. So we have done with our exercise number 1.1. We have attempted all the questions. Now we just only have to get a review of the whole lecture. From the very first we have started with the matrix. What is a matrix? Order of a matrix, equal matrix, exercise, review. What is a matrix? So we get that a matrix is an array into a form of enclosed bracket, square bracket. Then we get what rows and columns are. So rows and columns, the horizontal formation is called rows and vertical presentation is called columns. So for the matrix we have rows and columns. After getting rows and columns, we have order of matrix. In order of a matrix, we have to know about the rows and columns. How many rows a matrix have, and how many columns a matrix have. By taking this formula, m into m by n, we get the order of the matrix. According to this example, we have 2, 3. 2 by 3 is the order of this matrix. After this, we have learned about the equal matrix. So for equal matrix, we have learned that there must be 2 conditions that should be fulfilled by the matrix. If the 2 matrices or many more are completing these 2 conditions, it is said to be equal, otherwise they are not equal. So the first was order of 2 matrices must be equal and their matrices must be equal, which is the second one option or the condition to be fulfilled. So after that we have learned the exercise of this unit, that is exercise 1.1, and for this exercise we took from first question G part and we'll solve this question. Second, for equal matrices we have done A part, and the third question we have completely solved and find the values of A, B, C and D, which totally satisfy the matrix equation. So students, this was the review of today's lecture. So in our next lecture we will learn about types of matrix, matrices, and we will do exercise number 1.2. Till that time, take good care of yourself, learn a lot with too much interest and focus on your studies. Have a good day to you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.